What's going on YouTube? My name is Donovan Daniels and welcome to this brand new video. In this video, I'm going to be talking about how to network with people at business events. This is a huge thing that I see a lot of people struggling with, and I used to struggle with it as well. However, now I've gotten so good. I've gone to so many networking events now that it just comes natural to me. I just do the same thing every time and it just works like a charm, okay? And I am extremely focused on sales and improving my business. So that's the perspective I'm going to be taking in this video. I see a lot of other networking videos out there on YouTube. They talk about blah, 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 blah. This is how you want to come off. This is blah, 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 blah. All these minor things. I focus on how can you increase your sales and how can you improve your business. That's all I focused on. So if that's what you want to do, stay tuned for this video because this video is going to be very, very helpful. Now, I just want to say that you got to know this before you go into these networking events. You've got to have a game plan. You've got to know why you're there and what you want to get out of it. Those are the two things you got to know when you actually go to these networking events. You've got to have a game plan. Why am I here and what am I going to do here? That's what you got to know before you even enter the networking event. And you also got to know that you want to talk to as many people as possible. That should be a priority. Talk to as many people as possible, collect as many business cards as possible, and build rapport. That should be your focus at these events. Talk to as many people as possible, collect as many business cards as possible, and build rapport, right? That's really what you've got to keep your mind on when you're at the events. Now I'm going to be breaking down how I network at these networking events that is very, very focused on sales and improving my business in 4 simple steps. 4 simple steps, okay? First step being you've got to talk to as many people as possible. Collect as many business cards as possible. Quantity over quality. You want to talk to as many people as possible instead of talking to just maybe 2 or 3, right? The reason being is the more people you talk to and approach, the more opportunities you find. You've got to flip enough rocks to actually find something valuable underneath. So you've got to talk to as many people as possible and collect business cards. So this is what I say when I talk to people. I walk up to people, right, like this. Okay, I walk up to people like this. I say, hi, what's your name? That's all I say. I walk up to as many people as possible and I say this every single time. Hi, what's your name? They'd say, oh, my name is Paul. Blah, 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 blah. What's your name? My name's Donovan, right? So first I say, hi, what's your name? Then I ask, what do you do? They tell me what they do. And third, I say, that's awesome. Let's connect. Let's stay in touch. And then I exchange business cards. Those 3 things is what I do when I'm at the event. At first, I ask them, hi, what's your name? What do you do? That's awesome. Let's stay in touch. And then I exchange business cards. Those are the 3 things that I really do at these networking events. I also have some small talk in between, but I keep it at a minimum because I have an agenda and an objective. I stay focused at these events. I know that I want to talk to as many people as possible so I can have as many opportunities as possible. So I always ask these 3 simple things and then next. You want to talk to as many people as possible. So that's step number 1. Talk to as many people as possible, collect as many cards as possible. Number 2, when you leave the event, right? You've gone to the event, you've talked to so many people, you've gotten so many business cards, right? And you feel amazing because you check your pocket, you've gotten maybe 20 cards, you've gotten 30 cards, you've gotten 40 cards, you've gotten 50 cards, business cards, right? Most people they just throw their business cards out. You never want to throw your business cards out because this is gonna be gold, okay? So you're gonna hold your business cards in your hand. You're gonna be like, you're gonna take a time to just relax with your business cards, right? Because it feels amazing when you've gotten the cards. And now this is why most people, 90% of people don't do this. This is going to set you apart. And it's actually going to increase your sales and your business by so much. Just following up with your business cards, okay? It's so simple. It's so easy. Most people don't do it. That's why most people are not successful with their business. You've gotten all these business cards. And now this is what I do. 2 hours after the event, I send them a text message, a follow-up text message where I say, hi, Paul, this is Donovan. It was great meeting you today. Let's stay in touch. I'm going to be giving you a call tomorrow. Have a great evening. That same message, you can go ahead and play this message again, and I'm going to link it down in the description, but that's the same message I send to every single person, just changing out their name. The same text message so that I can reach out to 50 of my business cards in just a couple minutes because I say the same thing every single time. And you're going to be seeing why I actually, and you're going to see why I actually tell them that I'm going to call them tomorrow, right? And so that's step number 2, is just sending that same text message, hi Paul, this is Donovan. It was great meeting you today. Let's stay in touch. I'm going to be giving you a call tomorrow. Have a great evening. I said that same message to every single person, right? Moving on. That's step number 2. Moving on. Step number 3 is the following day, the next day, you're going to call every single person. Every single business card you've got on your desk, you're going to call every single one of them. And this is what I do, okay? I pick up the phone, right? You pick up the phone and you call them. I know it's amazing. Most people don't even call the business cards that they get. I call every single person. I call the ones that I could see myself working with, that could be a potential sale, potential client, and I call the ones that are not, right? I'm in an industry where I work with real estate agents. So either people are real estate agents or they know somebody that is a real estate agent. That's why I call every single person. And I call them and I say, hi Paul, this is Donovan. How are you? Right? And then tell me how they are. And then I say, that's awesome. You know what? I wanted to ask you, when would you be available to meet and see how we could help each other? The 2 things, so simple, right? First, I start off by saying, hi Paul, this is Donovan. How are you? That's awesome. The reason why I'm calling is because I wanted to ask, when would you be available to meet and see how we could help each other? Those 2 things is all I say on the call. I keep it very short and simple, and I book meetings from just saying that. It's a numbers game, okay? If you're calling 50 people and you just say those 2 simple things, you're gonna get appointments. You're gonna get meetings with people, even if they're not your clients. Maybe they know somebody that could be your client. So I always book an appointment with every single person. Those are really the 3 steps. Those are the 3 steps, and then this is the last one, okay? The 4th step is, now that you've talked to people at the business event, right? You've gotten as many business cards as possible, as many numbers as possible. You send them all a text message the same day saying you're going to call the next day. You call the next day, right? Which is step number 3. Call the next day, and I'm going to have all the scripts down in the description. 4th, you have the appointment with the people, right? So at these appointments, you either meet people that can become a client or you meet people that know somebody that can become a client. There's 2 kinds of people that you meet, right? Potential clients or people that can give you a referral. Those are the 2 people that you meet. But you want to book appointments with every single person that you meet, okay? So at the appointments, this is that number 4. At the appointment, I say the same thing to every single kind of person, right? So what I say, so this is first I'm going to be giving you what I say to potential clients. Second, I'm going to be giving you what I say to people that know someone that can become a client, right? So I know it's a little bit confusing, but I'm going to be keeping it very, very simple because I like to keep things simple so that I can actually take action and do them. So this is what I say to the person that can become a client, right? So I work with real estate agents. So if I meet real estate agents and I have an appointment with them, this is what I say. First, I ask them, what's your story and what do you do, right? They're like, oh yeah, this is my story, right? They tell me their whole life story, right? And I just sit and listen, and then they tell me what they do. And that really builds rapport, that builds a relationship between us. I get to know them better and it builds rapport and we just connect, Maybe they say some things that are relatable, right? And we just connect, right? From that, so I ask them, what's your story and what do you do? Second, I ask them, what are your goals, right? And if it's a real estate agent who I work with, they're going to say, I want to sell more houses, right? I want to sell more houses. That's what real estate agents do, right? I want to sell more houses. That's going to be their goal. Third thing I ask them is, how can I help you reach their goal, right? And so naturally, they're going to say, well, you mentioned that you're a marketer, right? So, and you work with real estate agents. And we're like, that's correct. And then I take over the conversation and tell them what I do, right? And how I can help them reach their goals, right? So I ask them, what's their story? What do you do? What are your goals? And then the conversation naturally flows into, how can I help you? They tell me that, oh yeah, don't you help real estate agents? I'm like, yeah, I do. That's correct. And then I tell them about my services. That's how the conversation goes when I talk to a potential client. However, most people that I meet are actually not potential clients, right? Because most people at the events who I book an appointment with and meet afterwards are not real estate agents. So this is for a person that is not your potential client at all. I basically asked them the same questions initially. I started off by asking them, what's your story and what do you do, right? Then I asked them, what are your goals? So that's number 2, what are your goals? Third thing I asked them is, how can I help you reach your goals? What can I do to help you reach your goals? You take an interest in them, and this is actually an approach where you help them before they help you, right? So you ask that, what can I do to help you reach your goals? What are your goals, and what can I do to help you reach them, right? They tell you, right? And you can be like, that's awesome. Yeah. So I actually go to a lot of networking events, and I meet a lot of potential clients for them, right? A lot of potential clients for them. I meet a lot of dentists. I meet a lot of real estate agents. I meet a lot of lawyers, whatever that they want, right? Yeah, I go to a lot of these networking events. I meet a lot of lawyers. Yeah, if I meet somebody at the event, I can just send them your way, right? I can just send them your way, and that way I can help you out as well. But I just want to ask you this as well. Do you happen to know any real estate agents, right? So you actually use the conversation. First, you get to know them. You ask them what's your story and what they do. You ask them what their goals are. You see how you can help them. And then at the end, you ask for a referral. That's that's basically how my conversation goes with people that are not potential clients, right? So that I've gone two different kinds of conversations. Conversation number one, conversation number two. So that's really the 4 steps that I take at every single networking event. So I know I kind of broke down more than the actual networking event itself, but you've got to have that end strategy. You got to have the end goal in mind whenever you approach the networking event. So just keep that in mind. But yeah, that's basically how I network, and that's how I make the most out of networking events and meeting with people and networking with people. So if you like this video and you found this video helpful, leave a thumbs up. Or maybe you have something that you want to share and you want to comment down below. So just comment down below as well. And subscribe, because I'm going to be uploading a lot of valuable content on my channel right here, Donovan Daniels. A lot of business stuff, a lot of business content. So subscribe so you can stay tuned and you can follow all the latest business advice and knowledge that I provide in my videos. And with that said, peace, and I'll see you guys in the next one.